Come here.
Thanks, MM.
You've brought me Journey.
I knew I could count on you.
Did you need me for anything else?
Not right now, but I will soon.
I have one more favor to ask of you.
All right. I'll be waiting in the next room.
My prince. Delson.
Bazori.
It seems that the Camarilla is in danger. I am at your disposal.
Your sense of duty is a credit to you, Caleb.
You haven't lost your touch, I hope. The code red is linked to the unification party with the Chantry. No one there is answering anymore.
How many of us were there?
Probably a good 20, give or take.
Dr. Dunham and our top spy, Jara Drore, were already there.
We might have lost 2 members of the Primogen. What about Hartford? Have you heard from them?
If those dogs had anything to do with what happened, I'll cut their throats myself.
Do you think they might be involved?
I don't know.
It's too early to draw any conclusions.
Where do you want to start?
Can I count on you?
You have no reason to doubt me.
One by one, the Ancilai heed the beckoning and go east. You're the eldest in the city now. Don't do this to me. Not now. I would be very grateful to you. And Fang.
How may I be of service?
Go and see Caius, with Jaragon. He's in charge of security. He may have learned something.
You can count on me.
You have my absolute confidence, Caleb.
Mr. Underwood, I'm sorry, but my instructions are clear.
You little shit.
I'm just following orders.
You have no idea what's at stake. My most honored sire, you're wasting your time here.
I'd forgotten about your abject fawning.
I call it respect. It appears that it's something that sewer rats know nothing about. Apparently, Caius feels he's entitled to refuse to see a member of the Primogen. I won't forget it.
This is the kind of thing you delegate to a retainer under normal circumstances. What matter is so urgent that you've come to see Caius yourself?
If you don't mind, I choose not to entrust this task to anyone else. Tell me, you haven't introduced me to your charming protege yet.
Zhu Feng.
Yes, Zhu Feng, a name that's as delectable as her blood, I'm sure. Ah, you're planning to introduce her to the very select club of Galeb Bazori's progeny, aren't you?
I hope that the prince will allow me to, shortly.
I hope so for your sake. Who knows? Dear Hazel is so unpredictable. At any rate, it would be an honor for me to welcome and guide her.
You will speak of nothing with her at all.
Is that an order?
A word of advice.
Oh, pardon me. I fell out of the habit of receiving advice from you so long ago. Well, if you'll excuse me, I must end this ever-so-pleasant conversation. I need to find a way to avoid losing too much money.
This is a handwritten list. These names sound familiar.
Mr. Bazori, can I help you?
I need to see Caius.
He doesn't want anyone to bother him.
Prince's orders.
I see. He's holed up in the server room. You'll need a pass to get in. There's one on his desk.
Thank you.
I need quiet.
I don't know what's going on, and I'm afraid to find out.
Caius's office. The key card must be in there.
Mr. Leto isn't in his office.
Do you know anything about servers? Then we have nothing to talk about right now.
I imagine she sent you. Finally, some good news on this shitty night.
What's the situation?
Not good. Not good at all.
The prince needs more than that. I hope you've got it.
You want details?
Tell me what happened.
Everything was going as planned until 11:10 p.m. The prince's child, Miss Sellers, contacted me. The Hartford Warlocks had just arrived. That's the last time we heard from any of them. Less than 20 minutes later, we received the code red, just as we were leaving to join them.
Anything that could be of interest to the prince?
I'm working on it. Jara Drury is the expert, not me. If only she was here.
Any movement with the Anarchs?
As usual, they're keeping their distance. You know it's always a pain in the ass to locate them.
Any word from Hartford?
Do you think it's them?
It would be ill-fated.
I knew we should never have trusted those damn warlocks. There's one thing we haven't considered. The Crimson Oaks.
They were behind the Quincy Market attack, weren't they?
I don't have any proof. We just caught a thin blood who wanted to trap the prince, and who told us about them. Apparently they're new in town, but Mr. Rory thinks he's giving us the runaround.
Did you look into it?
I tried, but I didn't have the resources to discover anything else.
Leave no stone unturned.
Hello? You. It's about damn time. Shit! What? You're... Hello? Damn it! I lost them.
Who was it?
Whoa. Shit. Now it's just ringing.
What did he say?
The party was indeed attacked. Apparently it was a real bloodbath. He and James had just enough time to get more out. They're stopping by his place to pick up some sensitive documents.
And then what? Are they coming here?
I don't know. We got cut off.
Call him back. I'll inform Hazel.
This is a critical moment for us. I have summoned you here tonight to organize our reaction to an imminent threat.
What threat exactly? We've got no reason yet to
Call
think...
her off again and I'll slit your throat.
Oh! Excuse me!
Careful, Hazel.
How dare you speak to me like that?
Enough! I command you to be silent and listen to me.
Oh, so that's how it is.
That's enough, Beryl.
Yes, it's come to this. You would do well to listen to your sire. We have just been attacked. This is not a time for childish displays of discontent. Caleb, the code red was sent by Wu. Go to Moore's and find out what's going on.
As you wish.
And bring Moore back to me. He was supposed to be at the party. I don't understand why he's the only one who was able to call us. I would like to speak to him very much.
Consider it done.
I trust you. He might be involved in this, so gather any documents you can find there that could tie us to him.
Very well.
Delson, see if you can get Caius to find us a new middleman in the cane business to manage our interests. I don't want to take any chances. Then, I want you to talk to everyone. Somebody must have seen or heard something. Dajan, make sure all our defenses are in place.
Yes, Hazel.
You will go to the old Jefferson Library.
What's there?
That's where the Hartford Chantry calls home here. I gave them the building so they could have a base in Boston.
I demand to take her place.
Request denied.
What game are you playing, Hazel? It's a suicide mission.
It's all right. I got this. I'm not made of sugar.
She's not ready for this kind of mission. I should go with her, at the very least.
No, you will remain here. Goes alone.
Why don't you send Dajan instead?
Enough, Hilda. Dajan has work to do elsewhere, and I don't need to explain myself.
Hazel, if anything happens to her, I'll...
Nothing, Hilda. You'll do nothing. It's high time you learned to trust her.
Which one of us are you planning to send to the party?
She's already left.
What? Who?
I sent Leisha.
Are you serious? A few hours ago, she was snoozing behind locked doors in a psych ward.
You're playing a dangerous game, Hazel. Without us, you would never have come into power.
You've chosen the worst possible moment to turn your back on us.
On the contrary, I find this moment very appropriate. I am the Prince of Boston, and you are the Primogen. I owe you nothing. Delson, escort them out. The session is adjourned. You all have your instructions.
Mom, have you ever been here before?
No, this place is a rental, Pumpkin. It was just for the party.
Oh. Do you know what happened?
No. That's what we are here to find out. But we have to be very careful. Do you remember our rules for when we go out?
Yes. I become invisible and don't touch anything.
That's a big girl attitude. You can walk around as long as you don't stray too far.
And if there's any sign of trouble, I wait for you outside?
That's it. We make a great team, Sweet Fangs. The police are here. Shit. That's a bad sign. Remember what we said. No wandering off.
Yes, Mom. I'm a big girl.
Okay, then. Where are you, Richard?
Stop! You can't come through here!
Hi, I live in the building and I was told to come give a statement.
You need to go down to the precinct to give your statement, ma'am. Only law enforcement is allowed here.
Oh, I hadn't understood that. Thank you.
Have a pleasant evening.
There's no way I'm gonna get access if I'm not one of them. Great. Now I just need to find a secluded spot. This should do the trick.
Sorry, but we got a full house. Office is tripping over each other already.
Only forensics is allowed in the crime scene.
And the feds, of course.
No sweat. It was just in case you needed help. I should find a uniform I can use to get in.
This isn't rocket science. Keep it simple.
I'll update the guys. You're taking over the investigation, and we'll put all the stabbing
Body
victims
bags.
in crates and
What
send
could
them
that
out to the
mean?
mountain.
Exactly.
Do you have any idea what happened? It's gotta be some kind of cult, right?
At the moment,
Casings
we're more inclined
everywhere.
to think it's a terrorist.
All of them large caliber.
The fuckers. Don't worry, we're used to it. We'll get them.
Richard. He sensed me. He's here. But something's wrong.
Good evening, officer.
Gentlemen. All these bodies. What the hell happened? Ugh! There's so much blood.
I sense you're losing control.
It's all this blood. I need to focus.
Mom? Are you feeling all right?
Yes. Don't worry about me, Pumpkin.
Mom, wait, please? I'm going to be sick. All this blood, it feels so strong.
Crap. She feels as bad as I do.
I want to leave, Mom. I'm scared.
Halsey, don't start with me. We made a deal. You can come with me, but only if you act like a big girl and let Mom do her work.
But I am a big girl.
It's the same thing every time. You make a promise, and then start whining. We cannot mess things up this time. Do you hear me?
They've been broken, ripped apart. I'm afraid we're going to be ripped apart too.
We have no choice.
Can't you feel all that blood everywhere? Are we going to be hungry like this the whole time?
We'll figure something out. Say, I was thinking, we haven't played a game together in ages.
I know. I miss our games.
Why don't you think up a riddle for Mom to solve?
Okay.
Hunger like that. Not now. Not here. Somebody spilled wine here. Blood. Kinds were killed here.
All right, guys. Listen up. The feds are taking over the investigation. So don't touch a thing. Put all the stiffs with stakes through their hearts out on the balcony. They'll take care of them. All right, go. You know what you have to do.
Shit. I have to find Richard, and fast.
All said and done, it's probably better that the feds are handling this case. They have more resources to solve it.
No.
Yeah, and the means to
Smells like
analyze
burnt
everything
leather.
we've already taken out to them on the
Ashes.
balcony.
Only federal operatives and their assets are allowed in this area. Sorry.
Sorry, only forensics can go.
What's going on? I can sense your hunger. What's going on?
Shit. It's starting again.
Mom, are you okay? Do you feel weird too?
We've already had that talk, Halsey, my love. Don't look at it. So, have you come up with another riddle for me?
Yes, I've got one.
I'm listening. It's not too hard, is it?
No. Riddle me this. I fear the sun more than anything, and the mortals have been fighting me since forever. If they catch me, they keep me in a box. Who am I?
Mom already found that one.
And gave you the right answer.
That's not how you play Riddle Me This. You have to figure it out by yourself. Too bad, because it was an easy one. It's the cold.
Oh, of course. Silly me.
It's the cold. It's kept in the fridge, and the vessels don't like it. That's a pretty good one, don't you think?
Oh, wow. You were so right. I was way off. Halsey scores 1 more point.
And 0 for Mom.
But I haven't said my last word. I'm not giving up.
Are you feeling funny too? Are you hungry?
I'm almost done, okay? Let's just keep playing. Ugh, the hunger. It's too strong. Damn it! Somebody spilled wine on this bag. Someone must have tried to mop up a stain with it.
Could someone come and bag a briefcase in the kitchen?
A briefcase? Shit out of luck. I'm out of large-sized evidence bags. We got backup on the way. They'll have some.
What do we have here?
Tons of evidence. Do you know if the team from Forensics LPU has shown up yet?
No, I don't.
I need them to process the briefcase I found. And the invoice that was with it.
An invoice?
Yeah, for some glass tubes. Address to some warehouse over on Cellar Street.
Shit. There's a red salon in that district. We've got to hand it all over to the feds. I can do it.
I already gave them the address. They'll probably send a team to investigate when they're done here.
I've got to warn Hazel. A briefcase.
What is it?
It's a small suitcase. We put important papers in, Pumpkin. Better not leave that here. Otherwise, they'll trace it back to us. Pinot Noir. I think I used to like this wine. A vessel. Dead. Don't break anything. The owner's gonna be thrilled.
You can't come through here. Sorry. I haven't finished collecting evidence.
Follow me. It will take a minute.
All right.
What a massacre. There are casings everywhere. And they're all large caliber. A glass of wine with traces of cherry-flavored lip gloss. Donors were killed here. And not just one. R.D. Richard Dunham. It's one of his old briefcases. I recognize it. It could be important.
Day shift.
A vessel with more holes in him than a junkie. We're off to a good start. Blood. Kinds were killed here. Somebody spilled wine here.
Got any room left in there?
Come on. Our hands on deck, can't.
Please. What's happening? What's happening to you?
Mom,
Yes.
come on, please.
Sorry, I haven't finished bagging this sample.
Where are you taking me, Pumpkin?
I told you I'd be a big girl, but it's really hard. I really don't feel good. Not even a tiny bit. It's all this blood.
Me either, Pumpkin. It's not easy. Let's take a little time out then. Weren't you supposed to be coming up with a riddle for me?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I'm ready. I'm listening.
Okay, but it's the last one, alright?
Cross my heart, Pumpkin.
So, riddle me this. If the child of Hazel Iverson is the sire of my child, who am I to Hazel Iverson?
If you embrace Hazel Iverson's child, you'd create a blood bond with that kindred and...
But Mom, you know you can't embrace the kindred. If you could, then you'd have lots of sires.
That's right. Your riddles are tough, Pumpkin. Now tell me already.
Easy peasy. The sire of my child can only be me.
Of course. I get it now.
And so, if Hazel Iverson is my sire, then I am her child.
I would have never figured it out.
I'm all out of ideas, Mom. There's too much blood everywhere.
Yes, I know.
And also, Mom, I don't want to see Richard.
You can stay outside if you want. I'll hurry up.
I guess.
We've got to hang in there. I don't want to disappoint Hazel. Come on. I have to find Richard.
Finally, the cavalry. Thanks for coming.
It's a good turn if I can take a look around here alone to myself. Looks like someone's missing an arm. They took him for dead. He's barely breathing. That's a knife wound. Bringing a knife to a gunfight?
I'm just getting started. Well, actually, it has been an hour already. There's just so much evidence to collect.
You look like you've had better days.
It's not like this is my first crime scene, you know? But none of this adds up. It's the kind of case you take home with you.
What do you mean?
Go figure. What's with all these bodies in various states of decay? This shit is gonna give me nightmares you can't wake up from. And the feds are telling us not to ask any questions.
You have an idea why?
Never met a talkative Fed. And they graphed them poker faces at Quantico. But I can tell you one thing. They got here fast. Quicker than the blowflies. They took one look at the carnage and acted like it was just another day at the office.
All right, why don't I bag this room? How far'd you get?
Examine the spatter trajectories. Get us enough data to calculate spray velocity. We'll need it. I'll keep collecting samples of blood and body fluids.
All right. It's the code for a body they must have picked up. Some sort of whip, with blood on it. Wet clothes.
The lab's gonna be over.
A vial of some sort of chemical. Fibrinogenodine, BB. Sunrise Group, London. That vial must have been screwed onto something.
Not a room was spared.
Shit. Richard. Take it slow. They sure did a number on you.
They're here. They found us. Before I knew it hit me, I had a stake in my heart. I've never seen anything like it. These mortals aren't afraid of us.
Shh, gentle.
You shouldn't be here. You should be at the Institute.
Calm down. What happened here?
The mortals who are here, it's the Second Inquisition.
What makes you say that? Are you sure?
Yes, there's even a man of the cloth in charge of them. Monsignor Stanford. They mowed us down like so many blades of grass, all of us.
So, they found us.
We have to go warn the others.
Wait, there might still be kindred here. We can't leave them behind.
This is insane. It's irresponsible.
The prince asked me to find Miley, but I need your help.
Miley? Well, now I understand. The prince had you released against my orders, and she sent you here. And you'd rather obey her? She's using you. There's no way I'll help. Ask her for help since you're here for her.
And what about you? What were you doing here?
Excuse me, I don't understand. I came to present my vessels to the Hartford envoy. They're part of the prince's agreement.
So you obey the prince too sometimes?
It wasn't an order. It was the crowning achievement of my years of research. Some things are beyond you. It's obvious that Hazel is manipulating you.
She cares about me. I don't see why it's an issue.
Does she care about you or about your premonitions?
She didn't even mention them.
She has no need. She just has to wait for your condition to deteriorate.
He's got a one-track mind.
She wants to separate you from me, I'm sure of it. What has she been telling you about me?
Mom, you're not going to tell him about me, right? He never wants us to be together.
She believes that Halsey should be under my care.
Proof of point.
And that I alone should decide what's best for her.
Don't tell me. She's here with you.
Of course she's with me. I couldn't just leave her.
Oh, this is just getting better and better. Aren't you ever gonna heed my advice?
I have to finish up here.
To look for Miley, I heard. Do you want to end up like all the others? Shredded to bits on the balcony?
Don't take it that way.
Then all is well. I'll leave you to it. I'm going to have a word with Iverson.
Wait, I have to tell you something. They have the address of the Red Salon on Cellar Street.
So, there's going to be a second attack. And I advise you to watch your step.
I can find Miley without him, and Hazel will congratulate us.
Sorry. Only special agents are allowed in this area.
There's been blood in this glass. I never understood wasting vessels like that. A stake. There's no doubt about it. This is for us.
What's going on here? We're gonna need more hands. We're gonna run short on materials here with all that needs swabbing and bagging.
A reinforced container that locks from the outside. Not commonly used to store mortal bodies.
You fought hard, guys. You can be proud of yourselves.
So what are you gonna tell us?
A cigar. Barely smoked. That's where it was stubbed out.
Go right ahead.
Here we go. I wonder what's hiding here. Emmett Olson. What's he going to do with that?
Hey, you! Come give me a hand. We have specimens to move.
Here are the containers Richard told me about.
Which one do you want to take down?
I'm taking this one. You get that down?
Yep, got it.
Let's go, Sugarfangs. Quick steps.
Is everything okay, Mom?
Yes, Pumpkin. Come on. See you later. I hope it's Miley.
Nice badge.
Keep an eye on the elevator. I'm gonna go wait for forensics.
Okay. Let me know when they get here.
Excuse me.
Message from the sheriff. Prince asked more for 5 reports. If I can't bring back their author, I must bring back the reports at least. I'll know them when I see them. Special Agent Smith.
The FBI! Finally, some backup! Lieutenant's expecting you. Straight ahead. Watch out for the bloodstains. Forensics hasn't been through here yet.
Got it. The victim lost a lot of blood.
Yeah, I'm still looking. Don't worry. I'll finish here and then I'm on my way.
Free. You're gonna be okay.
Lieutenant Anderson, I'm in charge of the investigation.
Special Agent Smith, FBI.
Really? Smith? Is that some kind of joke?
No, why?
Let it go. Never mind. I'll give you the DL. We got a call from the caretaker around 2:15. He told us that one of his residents was brought in with an injury carried by his bodyguards. We sent a squad car that got here around 2:45.
Is the caretaker still here?
He's in the living room, but I don't think you'll be able to get anything useful out of him. Poor guy's in shock.
Who was the first person on the scene?
That would be Baker. He's somewhere around here. It shouldn't be hard to find him.
Okay, then what?
When they stepped inside, the guys came face to face with that.
Do we know who the victim is?
Yeah, he had his ID on him. It's the owner, a guy named Jason Moore. I don't know who this guy pissed off, but things didn't work out too well for him.
Did you secure all the exits and entrances to the building?
Yes, we've got men on the ground floor and in the parking garage.
How do you get to the parking garage?
You'll have to ask the caretaker. He's the one who took my men down there.
Do we know if he had a family?
Yeah, a wife and an 8-year-old daughter. The wife, Lydia Moore, 34 years old, architect, dual citizen of Costa Rica and the US, no criminal record. Yeah, we're trying to get a hold of her. The daughter, June. We've looked and she's not here either.
What have you got on Moore?
He was an asset manager. But if you ask me, he was involved in some shady stuff that we're sure to find out about. It's not every day that an accountant gets his head chopped off.
Where are the bodyguards?
We haven't found anyone yet.
Go on.
We're still looking for the head. We're waiting on forensics for everything else, but they're busy with another case.
What case?
You haven't heard? At one international place. They say it was a real bloodbath. So, you're here to take over the case?
No. I'm working on something else. Moore's name popped up in one of our investigations, but I can't talk about it.
Okay, I'll let my team know. Agent Smith from the FBI is here. We're still in charge of the investigation, so please cooperate with him.
There's a retainer here somewhere. He was decapitated. It was a pretty clean cut. Bullet wound in the right hip. A signet ring with a beaver on it. Moore went to MIT. They wanted to bring a little vacation back home. It seems like gardening is a real passion for Lydia. Not sure Jason shares your enthusiasm. The apartment has changed since my last visit. I have to question him.
He's still freaked out. I don't think it's the right time.
Mr. Adams?
No. This can't be happening. What a nightmare. So much blood.
I've got a few questions.
I tried to help him. I told him we should call 911. I told him.
Sir, listen to me. It's all right. Calm down. You're safe and you did the right thing.
I did the right thing.
I need you to answer a few questions for me.
Yes, of course. What do you want to know?
Did you know Mr. Moore well?
We weren't friends, if that's what you're asking. But we got to know each other. With time. He was a creature of habit. Since he worked late, he would often ask me for things at night. A newspaper, batteries, ice. I think he asked me for just about everything. I prided myself on always being able to get what he needed, no matter what time it was. You'd have thought he pretty much lived after dark.
Like his clients. Did he have any enemies that you were aware of?
No, he was a very respectable man. No bad company or anything.
Except for us. Did Mr. Moore have many visitors?
For a man with his status, it was nothing surprising. But, well...
Yes?
His visitors mostly came in the middle of the night. I must admit, that's a little unusual.
That's what working for us is like.
He told me he had a lot of foreign clients, and he had to juggle different time zones. That's what working from home is like. He had colleagues over for late-night meetings, too. But since little June was born, not as many people came around.
That was wise. Without any disrespect to the deceased, were you aware of any extramarital affairs he may have had?
Mr. Moore was a good man. He would never have disrespected his wife, or even contemplated it, I'm sure.
She could have been okay with it. There were no young women coming and going.
That's a very inappropriate question. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
I imagine the girl left with her mother?
Not at all. It was the start of the school year, and Mrs. Moore left 2 weeks ago. I haven't seen her since Monday, when Mr. Moore took her to school on the first day. She must be staying with a friend. Poor little thing. Thank heaven she wasn't here.
Do you know his wife?
Mrs. Moore is a model resident. She always has something nice to say to the staff, and is the first to welcome new neighbors, too. A true lady.
Do you think she could have been having an affair?
She's a very respectable woman who loves her husband very much. I don't know what sick kind of world you live in.
And you would certainly not like to find out.
They had their ups and downs, just like any couple. The staff had noticed that she went to Costa Rica fairly often without her husband.
Was she thinking of leaving him?
Not at all. Just the opposite. She begged him to spend more time with her and their daughter.
Do you know where she is?
Mr. Moore told me she'd gone to their home in Costa Rica. She goes there pretty often. She's an architect, and she likes to work in her home country. She has family there.
Do you think anyone could have been so angry with her that they could have taken it out on her husband?
Oh, no. I don't think so. It's true that lots of people could have been jealous of her. But not to that point.
The lieutenant told me there was an access to the basement.
Yes, using the service elevator through the kitchen. You need a magnetic pass to use it. I gave the spare to your colleagues who wanted to go down there. I still have the original. Do you want it?
Please. Tell me about the evening again, please. What happened tonight?
Mr. Moore left with his 3 bodyguards earlier in the evening. One of them got in the car, and Mr. Moore came down around midnight.
And then?
They came back around 2 a.m. Mr. Moore was limping. He was leaning on one of his bodyguards and he was bleeding.
Was he injured?
I told him I could call an ambulance or a doctor, but he didn't answer. I went closer to insist, but Wu told me they were in control of the situation, that it was no big deal. They went upstairs and I saw drops of blood in front of the elevator. I told myself they were being unreasonable. What did those two goons know about it? So I called Mr. Moore on the internal line several times.
Did he pick up?
Not once. So I went upstairs and rang the doorbell, but nobody answered. So I went back down to the front desk and I called you.
Do you know his bodyguards?
Yeah, there's Jack, James, and Wu. But you won't hear me singing their praises.
Why not?
Oh, they're good at strutting around and acting tough when everything is going well. But where were they tonight? Can you tell me that? That was their job, right? They were paid to protect him.
Do you have any idea where they might have gone?
No. But believe you me, if I ever see them again, I'm gonna give them a piece of my mind.
Thank you for your statement.
You have to find out who did this, officer. Justice needs to be done for him. And for his family.
And we need to find out who's messing with us. That's what we're here for. You can count on us. Stick around in case we have more questions. A real jungle in the heart of Boston. I warned you, Jason. God, did I warn you? We destroy all that we touch.
Come on. It'll pass. Don't worry.
Are you all right?
Yeah, just a little faint.
I was expecting it, but then...
Dinner of a mortal who's at the end of their rope.
Why is the FBI interested in more?
I need to see you there.
Of course.
This is where I met Moore for the first time. Lydia and June at the beach. A safe. Now we just have to find the code. Lydia and June at the beach.
Son of a bitch wasn't messing around. Have you seen all that cash?
A souvenir from the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. Account statements from different banks. Nothing that concerns us. I understand better now. The prince asked Moore for a complete report on the members of the Primogen. An auction. Acquisition of Lot 87. Dejan Siaka. A trumpet belonging to Don Ellis. A Boston manufacturer's files. Portfolios of old shares. Nice collection. Working for us has its advantages. The mayor's deeds. Deeds, stock portfolios. Moore doesn't just manage the Camaria's business. was my greatest pleasure before. Now everything tastes like ashes.
Officer Baker, can I help you?
Were you the first person to arrive at the scene of the crime?
Yes, sir. My partner and I were the first to get here.
Just tell me about it.
We got the call around 2:20. The caretaker had called because a resident was injured. It took us about 20 minutes to get here. The poor guy was in a panic. He told us he'd seen one of the tenants, Jason Moore, enter the building, and he looked hurt. He was being held up by his 2 bodyguards, and he was bleeding a lot.
Did he see the wound?
Yeah, he said the victim was holding his right hip. So I went upstairs with the caretaker. We saw blood in the elevator and on the landing. I rang the doorbell, but nobody answered, so the caretaker opened the door. I identified myself. There were traces of blood leading down the hall away from the entrance, and just after that, I found the decapitated body.
Where was the caretaker during that time?
I told him not to come inside, but he followed me. When he saw the corpse, he was really shaken. He wouldn't let go of me.
Did your partner come with you?
No, he stayed in the foyer to secure the entrance to the building.
Did you touch the body?
No. There was nothing I could do to help him, so I secured the scene. I put my gloves on to take his ID out of his jacket pocket so we could identify him. Then I called it in.
Then what did you do?
I called for backup. They told me that forensics would get here as soon as they could. They were out at another case. That was their top priority.
After that?
I secured the entrance to the apartment. After that, I searched the ground floor. There was nobody around. But from the looks of things, somebody searched the apartment. When Sergeant Lehane got here, she took care of upstairs. It's a good thing, too, because it took everyone else another 15 minutes to get here. She didn't find anyone there.
So there's no sign of the family then?
Nothing. The place is empty.
If you remember anything else, let me know.
Of course.
The ghoul who was searching here was looking for something specific. Ugh, what a mess. Nobody told me there would be a retainer here. What are you playing at?
Oh, I beg your pardon?
Don't mess with me. Who are you?
Calm down, Mr. Bazori. I meant no disrespect. I work for the council.
Why would the council have sent her without warning me?
Most of the time, they send me to clean up.
Are you behind this?
No, I got here after it happened.
What's that file you've got?
Oh, an account file. Have it. Here you go.
Okay. Let's see how much she knows. All right. What have you found?
Oh, I'm a little embarrassed. I'm not really allowed to talk about my missions.
Give her a chance to explain. Think very carefully about what you're going to say, Lane. I'll ask you one more time. What are you doing here?
You're putting me in an awkward position.
You know our rules. You know you don't have a choice. What are you playing at?
I appreciate your consideration. I know that my life is in the balance.
I'm listening.
I was sent to get Mr. Moore and his papers.
But why didn't the prince tell me? I don't know what's going on, but I really don't have time to lose.
What do you...
You can be sure I'll report this to both the council and the prince.
No, please. I don't have a choice. I beg you. I'm only following orders. If you complain about me, I'm done for. Promise me you won't tell anyone about it, please. I've always been a loyal servant of the council. I'm risking my life.
You're right.
I really don't want to.
So be it. This will be our secret. Fine. If we've both got to be here, we might as well work together.
Well, I've already searched the wife's office. Nothing. Then I went through his office. It looks like someone has already cleaned it up. I didn't find anything. I'm working on the bookshelf in this hallway, and I found something here.
What?
A file on the domain's finances the council would rather not see end up in the police's hands.
Give it to me. I must return to the court tonight.
There's no need, sir. I have to destroy them.
Quit stalling, Lahane. Give me the files.
Yes. Yes. Here. That's everything.
You made the right choice. Tell me exactly what they asked you to do.
I got a message at 2:20 telling me to go to this address. I was supposed to pick up more and some financial documents. After that, I was supposed to wait for further instructions.
Well?
I hope I'm not going to have any trouble.
I'll tell the prince you obeyed your orders, but you'd better go.
But my mission, I've got to...
No questions, Lahane.
Very well, Mr. Bazori.
Fortress Security Catalog. They install highly secure rooms.
Oh?
Hurry up. We need something, guys.
I'll finish here and I'm on my way.
The diary of an 8-year-old girl, June, Jason's daughter.
You must be Smith.
Yes.
Rickman.
Have you found anything?
Not yet. This is the girl's room. There's no sign of her. I guess that's a good thing.
I'm going to take a look around. Let me know if you find anything.
Okay, Smith.
A bathroom with a shower and a tub. June's father spoils her. June's whole life in pictures. My sire always said that at a prince's court, like in a game of chess, you must know when to sacrifice your pawns. I've never been in this part of the apartment before. Beryl, will you ever change? Someone tossed a bunch of stuff in this bag, in a hurry to leave. The concept of a laundry basket seems too abstract for some people. Bottle of disinfectant, obviously handled by someone who was bleeding. Lydia was killed. It's not pretty. A cell phone. Locked, of course. Poems in Lydia's mother tongue. A drafting table. That must be Lydia's desk. The blueprints of a house on the west coast of Costa Rica. Pura Vida Extension Project. There are bloodstains on the garbage chute. There are bloody prints on these bags. When I knew him, he took better care of himself. What's going on with him? Looks like Lydia's planner. What a mess. Nobody's done the cleaning in ages. Somebody slept here. I've got what I need. Let's go back to the prince.
Vacation, huh? Denev's gonna take care of you. You're all gonna pay for what you've done. Nothing you'll remember.
No! Don't leave. What the hell is going on? Prison? What am I doing here? I have to get out of here. It's stuck. I'm so hungry. won't stay here that long.
Oh, shit!
Ugh, it's gross, but it'll have to do for now. Well, now what? Shit! What was that? What the hell? What is this place? The library. I've been here before. Okay, so either they're all dead, or they forgot about the welcoming committee. Where did they disappear to? I don't get it. Is this a memory? It's stuck. I've got to find a way to go further. What was I looking for again? Glad I changed shoes. Hello? Anybody here? Hazel and her damn plans. Hazel. She wanted me to talk to the Warlocks. Osborn is here. I have to find him. What's that doing here?
You shouldn't have come here!
What the hell?
The Warlocks attacked. They're the ones who locked me up here. But why?
I really gotta get out of here.
Osborn's gonna have some explaining to do. coin. What's that doing here? Come on, Amem. You can do it, girl. That's impressive. It's stuck. It's stuck. I don't like this place. Oh my god. It's monstrous. Again. Where's King?
We already told you, Witch. He's not here.
But I came here to see him. I don't have time to waste. I'm leaving.
Oh, no, you're not. It's not that easy.
You can't just walk away, Morgana.
I've told you to stop calling me that. Okay, that's enough. I'm leaving.
Grab her.
What the hell are you doing? Let go! Stop! No!
Oh, the bad fairies got some fight in her.
Get your hands off me, you psychos!
Shut up, slut.
We've seen you slithering around the king, Morgana.
Whore! Let go of me!
Come on! What are you waiting for? Make her drink!
For the king.
No!
Hold it!
No! It's not that! Stop! Stop!
I remember it now. My screams, their voices in my head. It went on for 3 whole nights.
Why put me through that again? What the hell is your problem?
I feel like my head is gonna explode. It's strangely normal. Almost cozy. Quite... The last entry is from 2016. I wonder how many vessels have been caught since then. Let's see what that did. I should maybe read about this before I use it. I won't stay here that long. Coin? What's that doing here? This tower is incredible. It's like it's from another time. I've never seen anything like it. Something moved. Again. That worked. Come on, there's more. I hope that's the last one. Is that the exit? I did it! Ah! Ugh. Ugh. My head.
What the? Shit! Clyde, get Deneb. She got out!
What? How on earth could she?
No time for that. Go get him!
Out. I'm out?
Ugh, who cares about Deneb? Do you think Iverson gave a shit when she offed all our guys?
Huh? Wait, Iverson, are you talking about the party? It wasn't us.
And now she's awake. Great.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Don't fall for her act. She came here to destroy us. Don't forget it.
What are they talking about? I'm not here to... We thought you were behind the attack. We...
Just can it? You can stop the little dance routine already? It's not gonna work on us. So spit it out. Why did your bitch of a prince betray us?
She didn't. This is so backwards.
You're gonna pay for her treachery. You get that? None of you are going to get away with this.
That's enough.
But Deneb.
I said enough. Miss Lewis, I presume.
Osborne. At last.
Well, you certainly are resourceful. Few people are able to escape from memory traps without assistance. Though I doubt you were able to escape with your memory unscathed.
What are you trying to tell me?
I do hope for your sake that you have recovered all of your memories. Otherwise, they're gone. The process is more or less irreversible.
You've got to be joking.
I'm afraid not. Let's put the matter behind us. Now that you're here and conscious, we'll be able to talk.
Why did you lock me up?
You represented a threat.
A threat? I just wanted to talk to you.
And why, pray tell? To explain the reasons for your prince's betrayal?
The prince is on edge. She thought you might have been behind the attack.
But seeing your reaction, I'm guessing you're not.
You're putting me in a somewhat awkward position. I would like to take you at your word, but that would mean putting what's left of my men in danger. If you're telling the truth, you're going to have to prove it.
You can't for 1 second honestly believe we try to double-cross the Hartford Chantry.
I'll admit, the prince drives one hard bargain in a business deal, but she'd never have risked coming after you.
Why not?
She's brave, but not reckless. It'd be suicide to take on a Chantry of your stature.
Ah, seriously? Flattery? Who do you take me for, ma'am? You're barking up the wrong tree. I'm not your prince.
You have to believe me, we're not responsible for the attack at the party.
The prince will be relieved to know that you're all safe and sound.
If only that much were true. Many of our brethren were in attendance at that accursed reception.
The prince has sent someone there to find out what happened.
It was a dangerous decision, but it was the only way to get to the bottom of this. And in the same breath, she sent me here to see if you were safe.
Very well, my dear. I would like to believe that you're not here to finish the job, as they say. However, the idea that your prince sent you to help us? Iverson may be many things, but she is most certainly not sentimental.
You're right. That isn't the only reason I was sent.
Just why are you here, then?
For our alliance. I know these times are tough, but the prince wants to make sure our agreement still stands.
What agreement?
What do you mean, what agreement? The union you were supposed to celebrate at the party.
Be more specific. What were the particulars?
With all due respect, Mr. Osborn, I'm a little too old for pop quizzes. We both know the broad terms of the Alliance. I wouldn't be here if that wasn't the case. Can we just get down to business?
What attitude? Fine. You're right. We've wasted enough time already. Let the negotiations begin.
What negotiations?
Look around you. This room used to be teeming with devoted kindred. We lost 3/4 of our people. Hartford has taken serious risks. In all regards, risks that are not on par with your prince's commitments. We demand compensation.
I see.
You seem to know the terms of the Alliance like the back of your hand. You're more than qualified to participate in these negotiations.
With all due respect, I don't think...
Enough small talk. What is your prince willing to give us to salvage this alliance and right the wrongs that she's caused us?
I could get you a place on the Primogen Council.
No. Say no more. I appreciate your gesture, but I already have a seat on the Primogen Council.
What?
You heard me right. Iverson already promised me a place in the Primogen. It would appear that your prince has a rather generous hand in her distribution of seats.
Finally, something we can agree on.
I've heard enough. There's no point in wasting any more time. If Iverson has no intention of reconsidering our agreement, we might as well cut this conversation short. We refuse to discuss any plans for an alliance until we have received reparations.
Mr. Osborn, please. The Boston court is in shambles. If you would just wait a few days, the prince could...
I'm done waiting for anything. I gave you a chance to right your prince's wrongs. You wasted it. Now it's too late. We're leaving, and so should you.
Deneb, please. You can't just walk away.
Yes, I can. If you look closely, you'll see that I'm already doing it. Now go. Go back to your prince. Present our terms. And make it clear that we will be opposed to unification until she reconsiders our arrangement. This conversation is over. Mr. Moses, please help Miss Lewis find her way out.
So the prince wasn't too disappointed?
She didn't express her gratitude, at any rate.
With you, she must not be used to failure. The others were pretty surprised, in fact.
Were they?
Some of them think you're not as motivated as you used to be. They think you're tired. They're wrong, aren't they?
I'm not done yet. This body has many long years ahead of it.
Then you'll have to prove to them. Those who are disappointed today will be your enemies tomorrow.
Let them talk.
You didn't tell me what was in those files you gave the prince.
I don't see how that's any of your business.
To make up your own mind about something, the best way is to go to the source. And apparently, Jason Moore is well informed.
I see. You'll have to be patient, Fang.
Do you think that this setback will be an issue for our plans to...
A favor from the prince wouldn't have hurt. But it's not the be-all, end-all in determining your fate. How do you feel about it?
Honestly, I just want to get it over with. Like when you're going into finals.
Even if there's no going back?
It's a little late for that, isn't it?
It is.
Your child, Beryl Underwood, did he have any second thoughts?
I don't want to discuss it.
He's your only child, so I wondered how it went. Well, could you enlighten me?
Fang, are you sure that's all this is about?
Yes, obviously.
Fang, we can't trust Beryl. I want you to stay away from him, for your own good. Do you understand?
Yes. Loud and clear. I'll be careful.
Don't dwell on it anymore. He's not worth wasting your energy. Now, if you'll excuse me, Fang, I'm going to have a word with him.
Oh? To Beryl? Why?
I trust you, but I don't trust him. I asked you not to go near him. Apparently, I didn't make myself clear enough.
I thought the prince was gonna call for you any minute now.
I'm sure I'll have enough time to clear the air with him first. Once and for all. While you're waiting, stay put.
As you wish.
Just one more, and then you can go rest.
All right. Thanks, Ms. Ortiz.